What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade. Today is Sunday, December 18th, and I'm continuing the end of the year series where I highlight some of my favorite builds over the last year. Today's is based around the Chameleon and the Coyote'S mask, and it absolutely shreds heroic content. Now, if you happen to enjoy this video or find it helpful at all, do me a favor and hit that like button really quick. You can feel free to subscribe or join as well, and we do have giveaways here. Our current one is for an Xbox Series S. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced December 31st of this year. So a few things I really enjoy about this build is the fact that it's great whether you're playing solo or in a group. You can use this on missions, control points, bounties, pretty much anything in the game. And the other good part is that every single piece of gear, including the exotics, are in the general loot pool, so you can farm for them anywhere you want. I suggest hitting up either the summit or countdown. And also remember, for those of you that have completed the manhunt, you've taken out the primary target, General Anderson, for the first time, you can replay that mission over and over. And every single time you do, regardless of what difficulty you play, you are guaranteed an exotic drop every single time you clear the mission. I suggest just running it on normal. That way you could probably speed run the thing in 15 minutes or less. Now, you cannot choose which exotic you get at the end. But as most of you know by now, anytime something in this game is a guarantee, you want to take advantage of it. Now, a lot of you have asked, are they going to patch that exotic farm? To be honest with you, they may, but I don't think they're going to do it before the beginning of the year. So right now, you definitely want to take advantage of a guaranteed drop every time you farm that mission. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of every build video I put together, remember that this is just a template. This is one of so many different ways you can run with a build like this, so I'm going to show you one of my favorite variations right now. And starting with a specialization. Using Gunner for a bunch of different reasons. I love having the Rye Foam Grenade. You're getting armor on kill, you get a reload speed bonus. It also gives you the ability to use a Banshee Pulse if you choose. And remember, regardless of which specialization you're using, always have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting that extra 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you're using. Now, my primary for this build is the Chameleon Exotic AR, and it is a monster because of its talent Adaptive Instincts. Hitting 30 headshots grants 20% crit hit chance and 50% crit hit damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 75 body shots grants 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds, which is absolutely insane. And finally, hitting 30 leg shots grants 150% reload speed for 45 seconds as well. Moving on to my secondary. And you can really put anything you like here, my friends. I'm using my Vector. It's one of my favorite ones with the talent Close and Personal, where killing a target within 7 meters grants 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. My handgun I don't really touch, but you can put anything you want there as well. Moving on to the gear. I'm running 4 Striker, 1 Fenris, and as you can see here, Coyote'S mask. Again, this is one of those exotics you want to make sure you farm for. I know it was a guaranteed drop, I think way back in Season 1. For those of you that don't get it, again, farm like crazy to try to get this thing. The Talent Pack Instincts is one of those great talents in the game that are going to benefit either you or your entire group, depending if you're playing solo or in a group. So again, you definitely want to grab the thing. Moving on to the body armor, it's the one piece of Fenris, so it gives us that 10% assault rifle damage. I'm using the talent Obliterate, and on pretty much all of these pieces, I'm stacking crit hit damage everywhere I can. And keep in mind, I'm trying to stack crit hit chance as well, but with the weapon that I'm using and the mask, it doesn't need to be as high as normally. You know, normally you'd want it as close to 60% as possible. With this build, if you're around 40%, you're totally good to go. Now, moving on to the Striker's gear. Obviously, we're running with 4 pieces, so we get all of the gear set bonuses. 2 pieces, 15% weapon handling. 3 pieces, 15% rate of fire. 4 pieces, Striker's Gamble. Now, once again, stacking crit hit damage everywhere I can. Now, I'm sitting at 1.1 million armor, which for my version of this build is a pretty comfortable place. I'd rather be at about 1.3, but I can deal with 1.1. Obviously depends on the actual gear you have in your inventory. Now finally we make our way to the bag, and because I'm using the Striker's backpack, I also get the talent Risk Management, which increases weapon damage gain per stack from Striker's Gamble from 0.65% to 1%. And obviously here, and pretty much with any type of run and gun build, the Memento is obviously a great choice as well. However, for me, since the centerpiece of this this build was the Coyote'S mask. I can't run both of those exotics at the same time, so I chose the mask over the bag. Again, you can do whatever you want. Now, when it comes to the skills, for the first part of the video, you'll see I'm using the Banshee Pulse. That is why I'm using the Specialization Gunner. Now, another great option you'll see is I'm also going to use the Crusader Shield at the second half of the video. So it's really up to you, my friends. Try out different variations, really make this thing your own. If you're used to running, let's say, Hunter's Fury, you may want to run with the Banshee Pulse, and if you're used to having a shield, you can obviously use that as well. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel. So as always, if you have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please let me know in the comments section down below, as the main goal is to help out as many people as we can. With all that being said, I want to take a moment as always and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel, and remind you, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, let me know. I do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. It may take me a few days, and in some videos it may just be a thumbs up or a heart or whatever it is, but just know that I appreciate all of your feedback and I do my best to get back to all of you. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I said at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Maintain this outpost. The True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the Memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get...
Think I saw you.
This is it!
turn the memorial into a base.